What happens to people just not giving a shit, you know? I wonder about this. What happens to people just not giving a shit? I feel like every single time I launch YouTube or something, there's a billion different videos talking about like, oh, X current drama, you know, X current YouTuber situation. I sorry to tell you guys, why do you give a fuck, bro? End of the day, they're YouTubers. End of the day, they are literally like unemployed. They are people who are paid to be unemployed. I don't give a like actual peak unemployment when you're looking at like current to unemployed people argument. Crazy situation. I find it ridiculous. You see the way too much online, you know? Like it's like every other week there's got to be something going on. And a lot of it seems fabricated. A lot of it seems like people realized there was an interest in that kind of thing, so they just started fabricating internet arguments so there was always something going on every single week that people could like tune into and get interested in. Why do you care? Why do you care? I don't give a fuck what Asmongold has to say. I don't care what fucking I don't know Pyrocynical has to say. I'm just looking at every random YouTuber on my list now. I simply don't care. You know, end of the day, they are peak unemployment. You should not be listening to them. You should not be wasting your time. Like, you know, not to be that guy, but like there are like half an hour videos and stuff. If you spent half an hour a day just like, I don't know, learning maths or some shit, it would probably be a much better use of your time. You know, not to say that everything you do must be min-maxed to that kind of level where you're just all the time just like, I've got to improve my stats, I've got to improve my intellect, I've got to lift. You know, like you can have hobbies, you can be interested in things, but I definitely think there is a difference from like someone who likes crocheting, for example. You know, just take any random hobby. Someone who likes crocheting and someone who spends 2 hours watching two YouTubers argue online. Like those are two very different hobbies to have, and one is a lot more sad than the other. You know, by a tremendous amount. Um, People just care too much online. People just care way too much. I see this all the time where people are willing to argue about literally anything, and I think that's the problem now. Is online you've got like 30 different people on either side that are willing to like weigh in and give their opinion. You shouldn't care. You know, all of this like YouTube drama and stuff that you see where like fucking Penguin Zero and shit gets involved and they're like, I've got to give my Penguin Zero take. Oh, this shit will fart. You know, big penis, pussy fart. Not worth your fucking time, you know, at all. Like you as a content creator especially should have seen this and gone, wow, what's my opinion? This is dumb. This is dumb and I don't care and these people should just fucking grow up and stop being children, you know? Especially now that you've got them like showing up at like inaugural speeches for the president and stuff. I'm sorry, but like YouTubers, streamers, whatever, like genuinely man children, you know, like actually fucking children. Like no reason to listen to them. There's no room for these people at like presidential electoral speeches. I mean, actually there is. Sorry, because you know the president and you know anyone who fucking votes, all children, all literal like man children anyway. You know, anyone who's invested in politics, genuine lobotomites, actual frontal lobe missing, ridiculous. No reason in paying attention to it. Actually, I retract that statement. You know, streamers, YouTubers probably do belong at, you know, fucking inaugural speeches and presidential debates and stuff because they actually might be the most intelligent people in that room. You know, XQC might be the most intelligent person in that room. Crazy. We live in such a fucking clown world. Like, it is very quickly becoming idiocracy where I feel like everything has to almost appeal to children. You see that online a lot where it does feel like the if you look at the internet as a product, as if you were trying to sell it, and you kind of look at it and you go, okay, like who is the target audience of the internet as a whole? Now, obviously, you know there are select parts that you're gonna have to like kind of slice off and carve down to make this assumption. You know, things like Pornhub are clearly not advertised towards kids, but for the most part, you would say that I think it's pretty hard to argue that the internet as a whole is not kind of children's media now. It is becoming more childlike. You have to put more time and effort into looking for things that don't feel like that catering towards like actual fucking like prepubescent 8-year-olds who just like don't even have like a working frontal cortex yet. Um, you know, like it does get a bit ridiculous. It gets a bit sad. You see this in like YouTube, TikTok, you know, all of these things. The quality of stuff online has just gone down drastically, and I think the problem is that you then have it's like a, you know, a self-fulfilling spiral because then all the people who are there for anything else, like all the fucking like genuine lobotomites and like trolls and stuff, they come into the woodworks because it's funny to fuck with children. It's funny to like, you know, people with the mental capacity of a child are gonna be funnier and like more easy to fuck with than like a competent adult that's gonna look there and just go like, this guy's trying to rage bait me. This guy's just trying to annoy me. You know, I'm just not gonna engage. The amount of rage bait and like engagement baiting and shit online is so ludicrous. You know, I don't understand. I would kill myself if I use TikTok on a day-to-day basis because you like load up that app, you scroll 3 times, and all of a sudden, like the most peak rage engagement bait content will come onto your page, something that has been like handcrafted and fabricated by God himself to be like, how can we just piss everyone off? And instead of like ignoring it like a normal functioning human being, people engage with it. You look at these pieces of content and clearly they do well because they've normally got like 100,000 comments of people arguing like left and right fucking all the time in these comment sections. Guys, you don't need to care. You don't need to care. I think it gets especially bad with you get like the Instagram like man versus woman content all the time, and it's just like bro, how unemployed can you get? How actually unemployed can you get? This is ridiculous. This whole like, oh, I'm a Sigma female. Oh, I'm a Sigma male. No, you're not. You're a virgin. It's genuinely that simple. It's ridiculous from both sides. You see, it's just rage content. It's just rage bait. Don't pay attention to it. The easiest way to not pay attention to it is to stop using those applications. You know, maybe do something good for your mind. Genuinely, I think taking up like cigarettes is probably a better use of your time than scrolling on TikTok and like Instagram Reels. It's so fucking bad. It's not worth it.